Elder Brain. These grotesque monsters are at the heart of Illithid society, both physically and mentally. They come into existence from the brains of mind flayers who willingly sacrifice themselves in their final moments. The Elder Brain absorbs their memories and intelligence, creating a singular mind of terrifying strength. This entity can reach out telepathically to creatures as far as 350 feet away and can sense any thinking being within a 5-mile radius. In combat, the Elder Brain is a living nightmare. It unleashes a psychic assault that can break wills, leaving entire groups helplessly writhing on the ground. Its tendrils lash out to crush or drag victims into its corrosive brine. Even more unsettling, it can cast spells like a master sorcerer, skillfully weaving charm, domination, and raw destructive magic all at once. An Elder Brain prefers to shatter its enemies long before any tentacle makes contact. Beyond its sheer power, the Elder Brain acts as the living archive of its colony's secrets, technology, and history. It advises on every dark scheme and orchestrates every act of subjugation. It lures its offspring with the false promise of immortality through unity, but this is a cruel trick. Some Elder Brains become legends like the Absolute, twisted by Netherese magic to raise armies of telepathic swarms. Others, such as Iolom and Zufelithid, enslaved cities and conjured horrors beyond mortal imagination. Empyrean. Born from the divine beings of the upper planes, these celestial titans radiate a beauty so striking that it nearly conceals the immense cataclysmic power they hold within. They are ageless, and their emotions directly shape the world around them. Joy brings sunlight and vibrant life, while sorrow causes rain and decay. Even a brief moment of anger can drastically alter entire landscapes. In combat, an Empyrean is an unstoppable force. They wield weapons that can cleave the earth, launching bolts of pure energy that crash through ranks of soldiers. Their strikes can topple fortresses, and the very sound of their footsteps can decimate armies. With divine magic at their command, they can effortlessly conjure earthquakes, searing firestorms, or waves of cosmic energy. Empyreans also serve as celestial champions, empowering their allies with protective blessings and enhancing their resistance to magic. Their spell-casting abilities are astonishingly vast. They can commune with higher powers, banish evil, revive the fallen, or traverse planes in the blink of an eye. Though they often embody nobility, an Empyrean can also fall from grace. Corrupted by the lower planes, or cursed by dark deities, they become exiles, roaming the prime material plane with a tragic rage. Kraken. To catch a glimpse of a kraken surfacing from the depths is to see the ocean itself stir with a sinister hunger. These ancient giants, each as massive as a galleon, embody the primal fear that sailors murmur about in moonlit taverns and desperate prayers. Their enormous bodies stretch nearly 30 feet long, adorned with 10 writhing tentacles, 2 of which are lined with vicious barbs meant to shred ships and flesh alike. Krakens aren't just mindless beasts. They are the cunning rulers of the deep, each a living disaster with an insatiable thirst for power. They unleash their fury by dragging entire islands beneath the waves and obliterating coastal towns in a single night. When threatened or furious, a kraken releases a massive cloud of black ink that chokes the water and blinds anyone brave enough to approach. Severed limbs grow back in an instant, and wounds that would fell giants only serve to fuel its rage. Beyond their sheer physical destruction, krakens create vast underwater realms where they enslave unfortunate souls, breeding them as livestock and servants in cavernous lairs. They say that to truly defeat a kraken, you need to lure it into shallow waters, where its massive body can be trapped and exposed. Alternatively, it takes heroes with magic powerful enough to rip apart the very fabric of storms. But as you gaze into its endless eyes, you can't help but wonder, who would dare try? Aspect of Tiamat. Imagine a colossal creature towering like a monstrous titan adorned with 5 fearsome heads, each one embodying a different chromatic dragon lineage: black, blue, green, red, and white. Each head has its own sinister intellect, moving and attacking with a wicked intent. This terrifying beast can unleash a relentless storm of elemental breath attacks, each capable of turning entire armies into nothing but ash, acid-scorched remains, or frozen statues in an instant. Its chromatic wrath is a devastating surge of elemental power, a swirling maelstrom of lightning, fire, ice, acid, and poison that leaves nothing but devastation in its path. Even when it's knocked down, the aspect of Tiamat bounces back, stronger and angrier than before, its power surging with new devastating abilities. Its scales become tougher, and just its roar can sap the courage of even the bravest heroes. On the battlefield, it is an unstoppable force of domination. It can sweep enemies aside with its massive tail, pierce enchanted armor with its venomous stinger, and take to the skies to rain down destruction from above. Marut. You can hear it before you even see it, a distant rumble reminiscent of an avalanche echoing through a desolate valley. Then, a golden glow slices through the darkness, revealing the silhouette of a colossal figure. Towering at 12 feet, its body is plated in radiant gold over a sleek onyx shell that shines like polished obsidian. Its gaze locks onto you, and in that fleeting moment you realize you have been judged. Born in the intricate depths of Mechanus, to embody the ultimate law of inevitability, the Marut exists to deliver one undeniable truth: that death cannot be denied. As it strides forward, the ground quakes beneath its immense weight. There are no pleas, no last-minute deals. Once it has chosen its target, you become nothing more than a final task waiting to be fulfilled. When its fists come crashing down, they shatter the air with thunderous booms, erupting in flashes of lightning bright enough to blind. Every blow finds its target, guided by an unyielding cosmic command. Escape routes vanish as it conjures walls of force and unleashes chain lightning. Even if you think you can slip away to another plane, it follows, moving between worlds to complete its mission. And just when you think you've gained some ground, it unleashes a sudden blast from its chest. A searing, arcane wave capable of flattening entire squads and freezing you in paralyzing terror. Rak Tulkesh. To face Rak Tulkesh is to face pure, living rage. This monster doesn't simply start wars, he is war incarnate. His overwhelming centauroid form emerges from ancient nightmares, draped in peeling, blood-soaked patches of skin. His corroded nails jut from his body like grotesque trophies, while his clawed legs shift restlessly, always craving bloodshed. His mouth hangs open in a perpetual ragged scream, surrounded by torn flesh, and filled with a terrifying array of fangs. Known as the Storm of Rust and the Rage of War, Rak Tulkesh thrives on slaughter and chaos. Entire empires have crumbled to dust under the weight of his whispers. In his presence, brothers turn against each other and cities become slaughterhouses. Even when he's bound or sealed away, the echoes of his rage seep through, igniting distant conflicts and rallying fanatics to his side. His claws can tear through iron, and his roar alone can shatter the bravest of hearts. So, how do you defeat him? You can't just swing a sword at Rak Tulkesh and expect to walk away unharmed. Only by breaking his mortal connection can he be sealed away. Sul Khatesh. While Rak Tulkesh is a raging storm of fury and steel, Sul Khatesh represents an equally unsettling reality. Knowledge that acts like poison. Where Rak embodies wild berserker rage, Sul is the master of cold, intricate manipulation. Known as the keeper of forbidden magic, Sul Khatesh is here to unravel civilizations with arcane secrets. She looms like a towering monster, cloaked in shadowy arcane symbols. Just her voice can drive mages to madness, and entire kingdoms have crumbled simply because she taught someone a single forbidden word. Sul Khatesh is a nightmare of arcane mastery and weaves lightning and fire. She counters spells as effortlessly as a sigh and can corrupt minds with just a glance. Her arcane cataclysm can rip cities apart from miles away, and she shifts through forms as easily as changing clothes. Magic can't hold her back. She consumes it, turning a wizard's proudest achievement into a weapon against their own allies. So how do you defeat her? First, you have to deny her the mind she can twist. Ultimately, defeating Sul Khatesh means resisting the temptation of forbidden knowledge. Orcus. When everything is said and done, Orcus isn't after conquest for the sake of glory or pleasure. What he truly longs for is a cosmos where only obedient corpses shuffle in the dark at his command. Even the gods shudder at the mere thought of his approach. Standing an imposing 20 feet tall, this grotesque demon lord is a bizarre blend of a decaying goat and an ancient corpse. His skull-like head is lit up by fiery red eyes, and with every flap of his diseased wings he fills the air with the foul stench of graveyards across worlds. In one massive claw he wields the notorious wand of Orcus, a skull-tipped instrument that brings instant absolute death. The Prince of Undeath harbors a profound loathing for all living things, a hatred so intense it borders on cosmic despair. To him, the sounds of the living are nothing but maddening noise, for in his perfect world everything would be silent and cold. But don't mistake Orcus for a mindless brute. Behind those burning eyes lies strategic brilliance that has toppled empires and turned rival demon lords to ash. He commands an army of death knights, lichas, vampires, and ghouls, each one a tool in his quest to break down the barriers between life and his envisioned stillness. In battle, his power is unmatched, and strikes from ordinary weapons merely bounce off his hide, and most magic simply fades away against his will. Within his fortress on Thanatos, intruders are met with phantom claws, and his wand can kill with just a touch and raise entire graveyards as new minions. In his own words, "I will be the last creature when I am done." And this concludes our video for today. If you've enjoyed it, let me know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.